breakfast time here with the Vegas babies. Chris and Ginger's Vegas babies are having breakfast on the patio. And we have Michelangelo, Merida, she's the baby. Mikey has a flatter shell with his scoots are a little bit more raised. There's Donatello, and his sister Princess has a very smooth shell. And there's Littlefoot. Littlefoot is the biggest. He was super tiny, that's why he was Littlefoot, but now it's just a perfect name because he's the biggest. They enjoy their morning romaine. They've been eating more since it's now the end of September, almost October. And they're eating more to get their water from it, to just gain a nice base for their hibernation or brumation where they won't be eating for about 5 months. Of course, they eat everything in the backyard still, such as the, they're fun to watch eat everything in the bag still, such as the grapevines, the Thompson seedless grapevines they like there, the roses. We have more roses over here, the crawling roses, so they're roses that they can reach, the mallow. Part of their diet, and also part of the their diet is the hibiscus leaves over there, as well as the hibiscus. They like the lemon tree for shade, and of course the rosemary, but that's not part of their diet. And Charlie is living over here. Merida is so cute. What are you doing there, Merida? Merida is climbing over her brothers and sisters to go get some food. And they are just funny. They are having their lettuce this morning. Their iceberg lettuce you never give tortoises, but they enjoy the romaine and they can get a lot of water out of the romaine. And they like the leafy greens. There's some nourishment in that. But it's important to have them hydrate before hibernation. So they are having some breakfast. The last few days, couple weeks actually, been giving them a couple heads of lettuce, and actually bring Littlefoot in from his little habitat area on the side. I bring him over to let him eat with the others, and that's been working out well. The reason that we keep him separate though is because he is head bobbing and fighting, and the way tortoises fight is they head bang each other, and they ram each other and try to flip each other. So they don't really bite each other. They might nip a little at each other's shells, but if you give them food to worry about, then they don't care about fighting. So at least these little guys don't. So we have these guys right now, and again, this little one right here is Merida. Merida, you're all done, or you want some more? So you can see the difference in size there between Merida and Littlefoot. She's 3, he's 5. And then these triplets right here, they're all 4 years old. And everybody had a birthday in August, because that's typically when the eggs hatch. Oh, there we go, we've got Charlie coming over here. So these 5 live on this side of the yard, and then we have a divider here, and Charlie is on this side of the room. Good morning, Charlie. I'm going to give Charlie some romaine as well, although he has a full kitchen over here as well. He enjoys these roses. There's actually some green lettuce growing over there, as well as some different clover, and we have clover, and we have roses over here. Yes, another clover patch over there, and some mallow over there as well. Mallow below those coral roses. So, and he has a burrow over in the side there. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning. You hear Mama's voice? Yes, you do. All right, so these guys are getting ready to go into their hibernation, brumation, their long sleep for the winter, which will run about end of October, early November until March. So it's about 5 months. For Charlie, he likes to sleep a good 6 months. I don't know why, but that's just what he always does. So he'll sleep in about an extra month. The other ones are younger, perhaps that's the reason. But I think I'll go get Charlie some romaine now. But we can take a little bit of a closer look to Charlie. He is absolutely adorable. Again, Charlie is our senior. Here he is about, I don't know, we know he's somewhere between 75 and 85. So that's Charlie. He's quite a big guy. You can see how big he is. And there's plenty of videos here on Charlie. But that's Charlie. All right, we'll go get you some breakfast here. And again, his burrow is over there, and that is on some videos as well. So we're gonna go get him some lettuce and check in one more time on the 5 over here. And again, their food sources are primarily the mallow, the roses. Crawling roses work best because they need something low for them. They like the hibiscuses. They love the hibiscuses. Okay, it's plural. The hibiscus plant. And over here we have the enclosure that drops a lot of honeysuckle, which they like as well. The honeysuckle, though, that is in this enclosure just really for the most part. And this is the enclosure that Littlefoot lives in for the most of the year this summer, because he likes to fight, as I was saying, with the head bobbing starts and then the ramming, and it just causes too many problems. So he just lives over here by himself, and then he's a happy camper. But it's a nice little area. Originally had this whole area with this wood area with this open drawbridge that they could go into, but we put our bearded dragon lives out here in that area, so the drawbridge is now closed, but the rest of this area is quite large, and that's where Littlefoot lives. They love to pace, so when setting up your backyard, it's really great to move things so that they can walk around. So that's why these planters are away, and everything's kind of placed away with enough space for them to walk around without getting stuck and flipping. And also, they love to pace along the wall. So Michelangelo's over there, and he is just going to pace up and down. And then we have another good trick is to flip a frisbee upside down, because they like to just dip their heads into that and open their mouths and get some water there. But it's very normal if your tortoise paces, whether these little guys pace along this wall here, and then we have that brick wall way over there that Charlie paces on quite often. So that's all normal if that's what your tortoise does. And they've almost polished off all of the lettuce over here. We just have little Donatello finishing off this one head of lettuce. Very cute. And we returned a Littlefoot over to his area, and he loves to just sit in the sun back there. It catches enough sun. Sun is important. They need sun they definitely need sun and UV as babies their first year or two. That's why I kept them inside with the UV and heat lamps to help hardening of the shells. But then as they're still growing, and all tortoises need sunlight so that they can bask and warm themselves, and the sun helps their shells. And then if you look even a little closer there on Littlefoot's shell, you can see the scoots. Around the scoots there's little threads. That means that he's growing. So all tortoises have those 13 scoots on their back, and as they're growing, the little threads show up, and that's just a sign. That's a good sign, kind of like a reptile shedding their skin. The tortoises get the threads between their scoots, and the ridges end up displaying their age. The ridges on their scoots display their age. In case you're not sure what I'm talking about on that, I'm talking about those little ridges right there around the scoots. All right. So this is his area, and he will be sunning and chilling here all day. And tortoises can be very sociable. And this is little baby Merida. She's our smallest one, but they like to come over to Chris quite often in the mornings to get loves. So they like the tops of their heads pet, they like their shells pet, their legs, and that is unique to a domestic desert tortoise. The ones in the wild are, of course, just not familiar with people. But they like to walk over, come over here and get some attention. And here comes Princess for some loves. Well, and she's turning up. Oh, can't quite reach. You gotta go to the hand if you want to get pet. Okay, she's gonna go. She's going. And yes, your tortoises are sociable. They are affectionate. They do like pets, even though they kind of do this natural thing sometimes and withdraw, but they do like that, and they will come around for that. They love to be hand fed. They can't hear because they don't have ears, but they do hear through vibrations. And here comes Princess over to get some loves from Mom. You got a little lettuce on your nose, babe. Yeah. Little chubby legs.